Radio Newark, the home of Radio Newark Sport. Weeknights from 7.
So I've got Tony Roberts here with me, the Mayor of Newark. Thank you very much for talking to us at Radio Newark, Tony.
Pleasure.
It's a very exciting day for the town.
Yes, very much so. Very exciting, and the culmination of a fair few years of planning. First of all, the leisure centre behind me, which I had the pleasure of opening when I was chairman of the council, was it 2 years ago now? And we then started on this process of finding somebody to help us next with the development of the outside sports facilities on this ground. And YMCA come along, and it's really quite pleasing how quickly they've moved on this. If you can see that great pile of earth behind me, that's the preparation for the football pitches and so on. We know where the changing rooms are going to go. We know where the running track is going to go. It's going to take a bit of time to finish off, but at least we've made a start. And one of the starts today, of course, is breaking the ground here as a symbol of the things that are moving forward. So it's good.
That's the thing, it's making a start, but there's been so much progress already on this particular site, obviously with the moving of the old Grove Leisure Centre to this particular site. How impressed with you are you with the progress that's been made, and how excited are you going to be when the project sort of finishes in, I think it's around mid-2020?
If I'm still here, no, yes, of course I'm really pleased with this because, as I say, it's a culmination of lots of planning and lots of forethought gone on, and it's going to bring an excellent facility to the eastern side of the district, an excellent facility for the communities of Balderton and Fernwood and Farndon and Newark, of course, and just the fact that we're here today and we're doing the breaking the ground. That is so much progress. It really, really is. And of course, this site, which was pretty derelict over the years, but in the past, there have been tennis courts on this site, there have been this bowling green on this site, there's been football on this site. So it seems only appropriate that we should continue its use. But for the 21st century, I know it'll be artificial turf, and I know it'll be a running track in some kind of tartan form or whatever they call it. But it's excellent news for this side of the district, and indeed for the whole district, because obviously people can come and share and use it, and that's what we want to happen.
Yeah, you mentioned the state-of-the-art facilities that are going to be on this site and the different uses. There's going to be a football pitch, which is the first phase of the development, but there's also going to be a nursery on here, arts facilities, music facilities. How important is it that the function of this site meets so many needs for different interests and different people in the Newark area? Well,
I mean, it's useful to have everything in one go, so if it becomes completely family friendly. If you've got really toddlers, you can put them in the nursery and they'll be looked after while you get on with things. It may be that a husband and wife don't share the same interests from the point of view of sport or the arts, but you come onto this site and it will cater for us, for as many things as we can. So it really is family friendly and people friendly. For how many years a poor old Newark Athletic Club, for instance, wanted a decent running track where they can hold their own competitions. Out at the Grove, it was just totally inappropriate. It was the wrong place and so on, and they had I think it was a hockey pitch in the middle of the running track, which wasn't appropriate for competitions. Now they'll be able to run their own competitions here. And I think that'll turn them around to become a very, very successful club, because they've been around for a long time, and they've had their successes in the past, and that will help to build on athletics in the town and the district.
As you say, Newark's needed this for a long time. What would you say about the YMCA and the fact that they've taken on this challenge and are working with a number of bodies to make this happen in the area?
Well, I'm very pleased, because the YMCA, this is really a first shot for them at this style of development. But it's got a reputation, it's got a national reputation. It's immediately recognisable as an organisation that is about community and is about families and it's about young people. So I'm really happy that they came to us and partnered up with us. That's very good.
And lastly from me, what would you regard as success for the eventual finishing of this project? What would you like to see and regard as success?
Well, rather ironically, I think we've already got success in a very strange way, in that we've had to extend the car park to the leisure centre, which shows how popular it is. It takes cars off the entrance road and so on, but surely that's an indicator just how popular this facility is, and is going to continue to be and increase in popularity when we've got everything to offer on this particular site.
And do you think you'll be tempted to put on some football boots and play when the pitch is finally up, or maybe even record an album in one of the new music studios?
Both are highly unlikely, I promise you. The football, because I've got 2 left feet, and believe me, you've never heard me sing.
Thank you very much.
That's all right, thank you.
So I'm here with Sarah and a couple of boys as well who are involved in Newark Town Football Club. Sarah, if I can start off by asking you what are your thoughts on this new project and the fact that there's going to be a great state-of-the-art football pitch for you?
Thrilled, delighted, it's wonderful. It's going to open up so many opportunities for youngsters in the town, and for Newark Town Football Club in particular. We're going to get our first team back on home turf, so we're thrilled about that. It's wonderful.
Because of course you play in Collingham at the moment. How important is it to get Newark Town Football Club back in Newark?
It's vital, actually. It's vital. Yeah, you're quite right. We play out at Collingham, and that's been great, actually, to a point. But, you know, the distance is a problem, logistically. You know, the boys, the lads, the first team, the senior side, they ought to be in Newark because we are a Newark Town club. We're celebrating our 150th year this year. And it also is an opportunity for the youngsters here to actually kind of look up to the first team and see where their journey might end up if they want it.
And like you said, it's a big year for the club. Hopefully the pitch will be finished by the end of this year, I think. It's phase 1 of the project. How excited are you to play on a 3G pitch as well and have those facilities to play on in all weather?
No, it's ideal. I mean, it's perfect, really, and the facilities also is a big step up for us as a club. You know, we can actually be hospitable, if you like, to our spectators. But no, it's great. All year round we can play here, so we're thrilled about that.
And I've got a couple of star players here with me from Newark Town Football Club. Just introduce yourselves.
I'm Alfie Brown.
And you're under
9s.
And
I'm Dex Robinson, and I'm under 10s.
now, obviously, you've got an exciting new facility that you might be able to play at in a few months' time. Have you ever played on a 3G pitch before?
I can't remember playing on a 3D pitch before, and I think it'll be a good change for us to use it.
And it'll be exciting, won't it, as well to play on it in all weathers, and it'll be good for your mum as well because you won't have to wash any muddy uniforms and kit anymore.
Yeah, I think we're going to be playing there a few times and training, so yeah, that's good.
And what position do you play?
I play all around.
Oh dear, so you might be scoring a few goals on the new pitch, or making a few tackles and things.
Yes, I will.
You're looking forward to it?
I am.
How long have you been sort of excited to be able to play on the new pitch?
I didn't find out very long ago, but I'm really excited for it.
Oh, not a long wait then. And just finally, from me, we spoke about earlier the importance of Newark Town Football Club being in the town. Do you see great potential for the club going forwards on this new pitch?
I hope so. I mean, we've got about 14 teams in the junior section. We've got our senior side. So as I said before, the journey for these youngsters will probably be a little bit easier because they can kind of see what they can aim for by basically looking at the first team and seeing how it is for them. So yeah, it's going to bring our club definitely together. It's so positive.
And hopefully lots of wins ahead, and hopefully these two will be scoring a lot of goals on the new pitch as well. And joining me now is Gareth from the president, indeed, of Newark Athletics Club. Gareth, thank you very much for talking to Radio Newark. Exciting day today.
Very exciting, yeah. Been waiting a long time for this to happen. Been a member of the club since 1971, and so this is indeed an historic day.
Just emphasise how big this is for the club. Obviously, you can't start training on it and performing on it yet, but when it's finished, how big will that be?
The major impact will be on the field event side of things, because we just haven't had those facilities to be able to encourage people to come and coach an event that they can't actually physically do on the site we're at the moment. So that will have a major impact.
Obviously, we've heard that it's state-of-the-art facilities, brand new facilities for a range of sports clubs, as well as things like music and arts and things like that. Why is it important for your club to have these facilities exactly? Well,
it gives a chance for youngsters to shine at something, and sport is a great thing to do.
And do you hope to see more people getting involved in athletics if they've got a state-of-the-art facility here in the town?
Sure, I think not just competing, I think officiating and just getting involved with the club because of the facilities. I think it will grow the club considerably.
Lovely, thank you very much. With me is Michael McKeever, who's the chairman of Nottinghamshire YMCA, and you're behind this project and why we're here today.
Absolutely, we're very, very proud of what's been achieved so far. You can see this is, well, it's right at the very beginning now, but this is going to be one of the most exciting projects we've been involved in, mainly because it's going to be available to all generations, from the very young to the very old. We are very keen on developing families and strong communities, and this is going to be a very big driver in it. And of course, you do realise that this will make Newark, this facility will be unique in the nation. There will not be another one like it, with its huge breadth of offer and fantastically cutting edge facility. So really, really pleased with it.
You mentioned state-of-the-art facilities and the fact that there's not going to be anything like this in the whole country. Why Newark then?
Well, first of all, because this has been a very good example of partnerships working, and three or four things came together. First of all, the availability of the land, the willingness of the local authority to do business with us, and the YMCA's wish to expand into this area. Those three things have come together and given us this fantastic opportunity.
Now, if anybody knows the YMCA, they'll know about the great work that you do in other areas of the country, including Nottingham. I think you do quite a bit of work. What can people of Newark expect from this new facility and the work you're doing here?
Well, the most important thing that they can understand, that the people in Newark should expect, is that we will do this work and provide this facility using the same themes we've done forever, for strong children, strong families and strong communities. The YMCA is a charity, and we work with some of the most vulnerable in society who've got very little else to do, very little else in their favour. So we'll be offering Newark a facility that is excellent for families, brings all the best in sport and leisure together, and we just hope they take advantage of it.
Now, my understanding is the project has three phases. There's the football pitch, the actual main building, and also a cycle track. Are you hoping to get it all finished by mid-2020? Is that right?
We've got a plan which is evolving. Put it that way, is organic. Phase one is. We've got the money set aside for that. That is in operation now. If you can see the pictures behind of the diggers working, they're building the football pitches and moving the earth necessary to do so. The running track and phase one of the building will be done spring next year. We're hoping for spring, or an opening maybe a little bit later, but that's the kind of time scale. The other two phases will be ongoing from then. So, I mean, you've mentioned 2020. I mean, that would be very, very good if we get it done by 2020. But here we are, this is May 2018, and above all, we're realistic, and we have to have the funds in place before we commit to the other stuff. So that's what we're doing.
Of course, you mentioned funds there. Where is the funding coming from? Is it from councils, yourself? How does all that work?
It's a multifaceted approach, which is one of the complications of it. There is a lot of money coming in from charities that are national charities, for example Sport England, the Football Foundation. We're also getting money from the government through various other charities. We've raised a significant amount of money ourselves, and we're now in the phase where we're looking for other sponsors who want to become and get involved in this wonderful project, perhaps have their company name associated with the YMCA or a wing named after them. Now is the time to contact us. You can contact me if you wish at Notts YMCA or one of our other directors. We're very happy to talk to you.
Just lastly, I want to ask you this question because I think a lot of people watching this video and people who listen to Radio Newark will be interested in this. There's going to be so many facilities that are available. There's going to be the sports, obviously, and facilities for sports clubs. There's going to be a nursery, I understand, around 80 places for young families and parents to send their children to. Should be music facilities to do recording in these studios.
Artistic, dance. We're going to, the list is endless. The possibilities are endless because we're making this, as you've probably seen from the plans, a very flexible space. So this is an opportunity for the people of Newark to come to us as it grows and say, look, we would like to do this, that or the other, and we will look at the possibilities of it. That's what's so exciting about it, and that's what gives it its uniqueness.
And I was going to say, cradle to grave seems to be your priority. How important is it to you that everybody in this community can access these facilities?
Everybody will be able to access them. There are not going to be any rules of any kind of exclusivity. The idea of this is for the people of Newark. We've done a lot of mathematical modelling about the potential market for this, and we know that there are lots and lots of people in Newark who would like a new facility, who would use a new facility. And what we're going to do is, we're not just going to make it accessible in terms of the doors being open, we're also looking at accessibility in terms of vehicles, public transport. We've got a holistic approach to it, and the amount of work that's been going on for 2 years to prepare for this day is huge. So we're very hopeful that the people of Newark who will come and support us.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us, Michael, and I'm really excited about the potential of what this new project can do for the people of Newark. So thank you for talking to us, and best of luck as well.